It was the morning of August 24th, 79 AD. On the streets of Pompeii, life moved peacefully. Children ran along the cobblestones. Women traded goods at market stalls. And the air was filled with the scent of bread and wine. No one suspected that beneath the calm shadow of Mount Vesuvius, a force was awakening. Deep underground pressure was building. The first subtle tremors shook the walls. But the citizens paid little attention. The earth often moved in this region. Within hours, laughter would turn to screams and the sky would darken with ash. This was the last peaceful morning of Pompeii, a city that vanished in a single day, yet remains an eternal reminder of how fragile life is beneath the power of nature. The morning calm had vanished. Mount Vesuvius, once silent, now growled like a waking beast. A dark column of smoke rose into the sky, twisting and expanding, turning day into twilight. The people of Pompeii stopped in their tracks, watching in disbelief, as the mountain that had given them fertile soil now threatened to take everything back. Ash began to fall, at first light like gray snow, then thicker, heavier, filling the air, covering streets and roofs. The ground trembled beneath their feet. Dogs barked, amphorae rolled from the shelves, and panic began to spread. No one could yet imagine that this was only the beginning, that within hours, the entire city would vanish beneath the same mountain that had once nourished its life. The earth roared as Mount Vesuvius unleashed its fury. A column of fire and ash shot miles into the sky, blotting out the sun. The once golden streets of Pompeii turned to twilight as suffocating clouds rolled through the city. Roofs collapsed under the weight of falling pumice. Walls shook. The air burned with sulfur and fear. People fled in every direction, some toward the sea, others seeking shelter in temples and homes. But there was no escape. Within hours, a deadly surge of superheated gas and ash, the pyroclastic flow, swept through, freezing Pompeii in its final moment. The city that had flourished in the shadow of the volcano now lay buried beneath it, sealed in silence for nearly 2,000 years. Panic consumed the streets, as fire rained from the sky and the mountain thundered like an angry god. The people of Pompeii ran, through choking ash, through darkness that turned noon into midnight. Mothers clutched their children. Men shouted names lost in the roar of the volcano. The air was hot enough to burn, and every breath felt like fire. The ground split beneath them. Roofs collapsed as stones and molten debris fell from above. The once bustling city, its laughter, its trade, its music, but was swallowed by chaos. No prayer could stop it. In a matter of moments, life became still. The city of Pompeii was buried, its final cries frozen forever beneath the ash of Mount Vesuvius. Silence fell where screams once echoed. The streets of Pompeii, once alive with merchants, laughter, and music, now lay buried beneath a thick veil of ash and smoke. Fires still flickered weakly between the ruins, glowing through the suffocating darkness like fading memories of life. Mount Vesuvius loomed above, calm now, almost peaceful, as if the mountain itself had grown tired of its own wrath. The air was heavy, still burning with the scent of sulfur and stone. No footsteps, no voices, no breath, only the whisper of falling ash. Pompeii was gone, a city frozen in time, waiting nearly 2 millennia for the world to uncover its tragic story once more. 17 centuries later, the silence of Pompeii was finally broken. Archaeologists brushing away centuries of ash, uncovered streets, homes, and bodies frozen in their final moments, as if time itself had stopped. Every brushstroke revealed a story. Loaves of bread still in ovens, jewelry clasped to the bone, murals as vivid as the day the world ended. The city that perished in one terrible day now whispered through the dust, its people speaking again, not with voices but through stone and memory. Pompeii was reborn, not as a city of the living, but as a haunting reminder of how fragile civilization can be beneath the shadow of nature's power.